Terence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fight.
Both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody that I step in the ring with.
The highly anticipated clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is getting closer to becoming a reality. Undisputed super middleweight champion, Canelo has heightened the excitement for the potential fight, and Crawford has responded directly to the challenge posed by the Mexican champion.
Good fighter, like Errol Spence is, but other than that, I don't think he's beating other great fighter like Spence. He did a really good job with the Spence. He did like almost look very easy.
The long-awaited fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is nearly here. Crawford, a 4-division champion, is set to challenge Canelo for the 168-pound title, facing one of the best pound-for-pound fighters. Tensions are rising as the two engage in a war of words, building up to a historic showdown.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'll be a well-fought fight for both of us, I believe.
In a recent interview on Die Boxing Man's X account, Canelo Alvarez stated that Crawford isn't a true champion, arguing that he's only defeated one top fighter, Errol Spence. Crawford quickly fired back, issuing a warning to Canelo through his own X account.
Heard of people asking you about Terence yet?
No, look, I always say, I respect Terence.
Crawford responded to Canelo, saying, "So out of all the fighters I've faced, only one has been good. I take note of that." His reply has only intensified the rivalry, adding more drama to the upcoming showdown.
A small fighter like Charlo, he's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford.
In an interview, Canelo acknowledged Crawford's skill, but questioned the lack of credit he might get for facing him. "I respect Crawford, he's a great fighter, but it's strange that people focus on a smaller fighter like him over someone like Charlo. In the end, I might not get credit for fighting Crawford, but you never know in boxing. It's possible."
A fighter 147 who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense when you guys say that.
Canelo previously stated, "I'm in. Why not? Crawford's a great fighter, but in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. If the money's right, I'm in." The fight for Canelo's 168 pounds title would require Crawford to move up 2 divisions. Crawford is confident in his ability, and both fighters are likely to have a preliminary bout before facing off.
He's an undisputed champion.
Well, I wouldn't count Crawford out in any fight because Crawford has a unique talent. He's a great boxer.
Canelo recently confirmed his second fight of the year at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on September 13th. Aram, who previously promoted Crawford, believes his ambidextrous skills could trouble Canelo despite the weight difference. "I wouldn't count Crawford out," Aram told FightHike.com. "He's a great boxer puncher and fully ambidextrous."
The puncher, and he is totally ambidextrous. So he drives his opponent crazy because the opponent trains to fight a right-handed fighter and ends up fighting a southpaw.
Crawford's switch-hitting style confuses opponents, like when Spence trained for a right-hander but faced a southpaw. Canelo initially dismissed the idea of facing Crawford, but his view changed after talks with Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh. In 2024, Canelo defended his titles with 2 wins, while Crawford became a 4-weight world champion with a victory over Isra Mad for the WBA super welterweight title.
And that's what happened to what's his name?
Errol?
Errol.
Errol Spence.
It's unclear if Canelo will fight on his usual Cinco de Mayo date, possibly against IBF champion William Skull, before facing Crawford. A win would make him undisputed super middleweight champion again. The potential Canelo-Crawford fight is generating excitement among fans. Canelo last fought in September, defending his titles against Edgar Berlanga, while Crawford recently won the WBA super welterweight championship by defeating Israel Navramov.
There's loads of things going around at the moment, including a big clash with Canelo Alvarez. Can you tell us what's going on in that situation, and can that happen next?
We shall see, you know. Who knows?
The fight was speculated after Crawford defeated WBA light middleweight champion Israel Madrimov last August, adding 154 ulbs to his title collection. Shortly after, Canelo successfully defended his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles, continuing his dominance since 2021.
In the fruits of my labor.
And you absolutely deserve it. As I said, you're a pound for pound king. If it isn't Canelo next year, are you done from the sport, Terence?
I wouldn't say that. Right now I'm just weighing out my options and looking for the best opportunities and options for Terence Crawford.
As both fighters prepare for the biggest fight of their careers, Crawford vowed on social media to shock the world and defeat Canelo. The best is yet to come, he said, adding, "I've had it in my back pocket this whole time."
My career.
Absolutely. Last one on him, I promise. If that fight is made, how does it go with you and Canelo? How does it play out?
Well, that's why you watch it and see. You know, that's what everybody want to see us fight for, because everybody got answers that need to be answered. You know, and the only way they can be answered is.
I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast that way. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
This is Jamel Charlo playing out.
I think Canelo just outboxes. Well, no, doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch. And you do give Canelo does have some sort of like decent speed as well.
Rumours of Canelo and obviously your good friend, mentor, Terence Crawford. A lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford, says he's a special fighter, pound for pound. I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute. Is he the man to beat?